Hello, people of the universe and Garibarians alike. We're going to go over Oldboy. Yes, the Japanese remake from 2003. And in retrospect, this one was actually done. I don't know why I did that. This one was done in 2003. It was like I said, it was a Japanese remake. Um, this one, the 2013 version, was actually done by the brilliant director Spike Lee. If you don't know him, I feel bad for you. He has done Malcolm X, 25th Hour, Bamboozled, Inside Man, Miracle on St. Anna. I mean, the list can go on and on about his his ranks in the film world, which I personally enjoy. So this one, I mean, to be honest with you here, I really don't know how to start, know how or where to start with this review. Well, I guess you guys probably know, like I said before, this is an actual remake, and I would say the original was, and I say because of the original, was actually a Japanese film, which was, I'm not sure, but probably most likely even more sadistic, more disturbing, and probably twisted as crap, as its as its predecessor, because I mean, when I watched this, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Because I literally had to like crawl into a corner and go into fetal position. I mean, I can't even imagine what happened in the Japanese version of this film. Now, like I said before, yes, it is a remake, so there was a comparison issue with it, and alone that raises some questions. Now, does it measure up? Does it follow the same script from the original? Was anything added? Maybe was anything not put in? I mean, the list goes on. Now, I've never actually seen the original, but like I said, I can only imagine the amount of crazy and mind-boggling things that probably did happen in that film, because it was Japanese based by Japanese companies by Japanese actors, and if you've ever seen any films like that, you know where I'm coming from with this, because it actually freaks me out even thinking about what went down in that film. Uh, Now, I do know that this film is on a lot of people's give me a refund list. Personally, in my mind, I think it's because of the story that's being told. It's one of those stories that's not really it's really out there. It throws a lot some penalty flags at its audience, and boy are those some doozy penalty flags. I might add. Going into this film, I didn't know anything beforehand. Now either I've seen the I haven't I, now normally I either have seen the original before and then watched it prior to the film, or I know a little about it. I've done the research about it. I literally went blind. Now for this film was an interesting turn for me. I haven't seen the trailer. I never saw any commercials about it. I didn't hear anything on the Twitter sphere about it. I literally went in blind. I didn't realize it was a remake. I went in completely blind, like one of those mice that went up the clock, and I will kill one of my writers for putting that in my script because of that. Um, Now, I haven't done that in a long time, probably since Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I knew nothing about it except for, Jack Black and Kyle and the band. Otherwise, blind as a bat. I actually love when I know nothing about films going in, because it makes the experience so much better, because there's nothing to compare it to, and it only goes against itself. I always say this in my reviews, maybe not always, but I've definitely, there's a lot of times that I say it. You should always go into films that you're going to that love. Don't like, because it's only because of the story, and you should not go because of its actors or the actresses, or because you like some certain director. You should just go in because it will make you feel good. It's gonna be a good movie for you, and you're gonna end up wanting to own it. Further on in the future, you want to go into a film where it's good on its own merit and on every aspect, and not just on one. You should go into the theater because of every aspect, not because of one. I know, I always say this, and a lot of people give me crap for it, but it's true. A lot like Silver Linings. Again, knew nothing about it. Didn't even realize it was a book until I went in, and I got so focused into the story that I fucking love that movie, and I own it to this day, and I will own it until the day I die. It is such a great film. And this film, I went in with nothing, and I came out being pretty much, I wouldn't say scarred, but that's probably the word I'm going to use. That's the word that needs to go there, because it only goes against itself. In my mind, so many films get a bad rep because it may be a remake or a reboot or maybe worse, a novel. Because let's face it, everyone loves to compare everything. I know I'm one of them. Especially with the show that I do here. Um, it definitely adds to films being credited for being the worst or the best, and it's actually very annoying after a while. Now, but the thing is, I also did love the casting. Granted, there were maybe 4 or 6 actors that were notable. I mean, you have one and the only, the one badass motherfucker, Mr. Samuel L. Jackson. I love his role. Pretty much any one of his roles. It's pretty much one of every time you see him, he's just a bad mouth talking son of a bitch. And then you have the better Olsen twin, or triplet, I guess you could say, Miss Elizabeth Olsen, who you may not know her. You should know her from Silent House. I think that was one of her first ones, right? Yeah, it was one of her first films, I believe. You can also see her in the new Godzilla film, and which is coming out, and for all you comic book Marvel fans, she will be the Scarlet Witch in the Age of Ultron, which is going to be good because it's going to link to a lot of good superheroes to come in and supervillains to come in, so it's going to be good. So she's making her mark, and it's good. She should be fun. And of course, you have Josh Brolin. How do you know my name? Yes, that guy from Men in Black 3. Cause he's a famous actor, and don't judge me. you know, they were all good in their roles. I did enjoy the film. Not to mention a really mind-blowing and oh so disturbing plot twist at the end. So yeah, watch. Just keep an open mind, okay? I mean, not completely open, but open. Just so you know. I'm just saying, putting it out there. You will be scarred if you don't see it coming. Um, I do recommend this film. Check it out. Now, I'm just warning you, like I said, I'm just warning you, the plot twist may change your judgment on the film, and other things. Just don't, just don't look at it with, just go in with an open mind. That's all I'm saying. Because if you've seen the original, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know anything about it, will, it will, it will fuck you up. I'm just gonna say it will fuck you up. But what you should not do, don't change the channel, because make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, to mine. Also, give it a thumbs up if you want. Also, we go back into the Hobbitses. Yes, the Hobbitses will be my next adventure. Yes, the precious. Stay tuned.